Hello everybody, day 41. I'm going to do today chicken Parmigiana, but it will be my version of it. The chicken that I bought was on a special offer at $1.99 a kilo, so it's a little bit random pieces and it's already got a garlic marinade on it. I would tend to, in the real world, of which we're not in the real world now, buy a chicken breast and flatten it out and just use that. But I've used these chicken pieces because they're very, very cheap. I put them between two pieces of cling film and flatten them down with a rolling pin. Okay, now they're not symmetrical. As you can see, they're in silly little bits, but I will still get the same result. Now with these chicken pieces, I'll squeeze a little bit of lime juice over them because I like everything lemony, limey tasting. And then I'll take one piece, dip it in flour, then egg. Can you see how much easier it would be if I had a proper piece of chicken breast? But I haven't. But I'm going to get exactly the same result. Once you put in the breadcrumbs, don't touch it again with your breadcrumby hands, with your eggy hands, because it will mess it all up. We then put that on the plate like that, right? As I say, much nicer if it was a proper chicken breast. This piece here, flour, egg and breadcrumbs. Once you put into the breadcrumbs, don't put your hands in it. Like that. Then take it out very carefully, right? I'm going to continue with that, and then what I'm going to do is fry those off. As I said before, they are very random, but we'll still get the same beautiful flavour at the end. Then we'll move on to the next step. So now we are frying the pieces of chicken in shallow, hot oil. Now you have to be very careful doing this because it can so easily burn. So as soon as it catches on the bottom, as in it's on the high heat, as soon as it's done for about 1 minute or less, we turn it over. This is a testing piece there. Can you see the chicken is totally not symmetrical, but you will see when I put it all together as a Parmigiana, it will look as if it is. Obviously, if I was doing this in my restaurant, I would not do this. I would have the proper pieces.
So this is the quirky kitchen, so...
Yes, it is. Let's turn that over. Turn that over.
Don't forget it, going back into the oven in a bit.
Yes, it is. So we're only sealing. Turn it down now to number 6 from number 9. Do want to crisp it up quite well because the sauce and cheese and things going over the top of this, so we want it to be quite crispy. No, it's not done enough yet. It will be very, very tender, this chicken, because it's chicken breast that's already come marinated. Okay, I'm going to continue to fry another couple of pieces, then I'll come back to you and tell you what I do next. Right, let's put this all together now. First of all, I'd like to introduce Woods, Tiger Woods. Yeah, he's been with me quite a long time. I won him in a raffle, and there's lots of children been here and they all wanted him, but he's mine. He's staying here, and he's actually very friendly with Henrietta. Aren't you, Tiger? Okay? Yes, I am, Barmy. Right, random pieces of chicken. Remember, in the real world, these would be nice pieces of perfect chicken breast, but I've just tasted them. These are the little bits. Melts in your mouth. Absolutely beautiful.
Melted in my mouth as well.
Right. Parmigiana normally does not have aubergine unless you're doing an aubergine parmigiana. An aubergine parmigiana means you take the slices of aubergine and you put them in flour, egg and breadcrumbs and they replace the chicken. So it's totally vegetarian. But I had a small piece of aubergine in the fridge. And so I cut it up and I put it on a griddle pan. Whenever you cook on a griddle pan, put the oil on the vegetable first. Don't put it on the pan, and then fry it and turn it, and you can see it's cooked on both sides with the lines.
Yeah.
Okay, now this is a tomato sauce. Now I don't normally cheat, but this is a tin of very, very good quality passata tomato sauce. And I just fried a few onions and added parsley and basil, and that's my cheating tomato sauce. So I'm going to put over this chicken, which I've pieced together, a little bit of the sauce on each one. We've got 4 portions here because when it's actually been in the oven and it's built up like a little tower, it's quite a big portion, so it goes a long way. I think it was $1.99, the chicken that I bought. That's in euros, not pounds. And it goes an awful long way. And I've eaten half of the little bits. There's only those left. There was quite a lot, wasn't there, Marco?
Yeah.
I've eaten them. So we've got the sauce there. Right, I'll move this out of the way. I will use that for something very important tomorrow, and I'm not quite sure what. Okay, you know I don't throw anything away. Next we're going to put, these have cooled down now, our pieces of aubergine over the top. Aubergine there, and on top of that is the mozzarella. Actually, I think I might put a little bit more tomato sauce. What do you think, Malcolm? No? No, he says no.
It's getting too soggy then, maybe,
Oh,
you know.
shush. Right. Then we put the mozzarella that I've sliced up. You can put some parmesan on the top of this, but I think the parmesan overtakes the flavour of the mozzarella, and we don't want that. That's stupid, Jane. What are you doing? There. Okay. This is now going into the oven, a medium oven, until you can see it all amalgamating together and the mozzarella melting into the rest of it. And it will be absolutely to die for. How many are you eating?
Don't know. 2
None.
probably?
None, because you're naughty. Okay?
So it's a mozzarella-iani, not a parmigiani.
Well, should have the parmesan over
I'm
the
just
top.
kidding. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
It's just the name. You can't call it
right.
the parmigiani if there is no
Let
parmesan.
me tell
on
you,
it.
the real recipe has parmesan over the top.
Exactly.
Should I put some?
Parmigiani. No.
Yeah, better had. Better had.
Rapido.
Rapido, donde es parmesan cheese? Have you eaten it?
No.
I am putting parmesan over the top because that's how it should be. It's just me. I've got this slight phobia about parmesan cheese. I don't really like a lot of it, but as this is called Parmigiana, it'll have to have it on.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know. I forgot, Marco. I forgot. I am only human, and I sometimes just think of things I'm going to cook, and then I start doing it, and then I think, oh my goodness me, I haven't got that ingredient or that ingredient. And I go to the shops and I buy things randomly, and then decide what to make with them. Right, those are going in the oven. See you in a bit. This is the finished product. As you can see, when it's all put together, it doesn't look like so much like the random pieces of chicken. There's the other ones are in there, Marco. You can put the camera on
No,
those.
it's not necessary. It's enough
Okay.
on this one, yeah.
Now, the potatoes that I have done with this, I just put raw potatoes layered with onion, salt and pepper, some chicken stock melted in a little bit of water and cream, and I put it in the oven. So it's been in the oven the whole time. It isn't really dauphinoise, it is my version of a mixture between a dauphinoise and a boulangère potato. So it's cream, stock, potatoes and onion. And that goes perfectly with a Parmigiana. And my favourite Parmigiana I ever had was in Marco Island in Florida, and I don't think I've ever tasted one as good. I hope this is going to be as good.